Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of our Runaway Teen Challenge. So, guess what? I made a last minute decision in adding a new addition to our household, and that is to adopt a unicorn. I've never even played with horses in general, let alone approach a unicorn, and I just thought, how amazing would it be if we can get this creature to agree to join our household. But then of course we can't do it at this moment since it does take time to build that trust with the unicorn, and I believe there is like a side requirement in becoming like best friends with any one of the creatures in this world before he would even accept our invitation. So that's what we have to work towards now. But like I said, how amazing would it be to have a unicorn as a freaking pet? Alright, so I already kind of built a very tiny small foundation of trust with this unicorn, and I think he or she should be disappearing very soon. So as you know, unicorns do somewhat randomly appear at this park, and I will have Heath head over to work on the friendship further, probably off camera since, you know, it does take a while and we never really know when this horse will really appear. Alright, so I believe he should be leaving soon. Let's see if there's anything to collect before we make our way home. And Heath is in fact really tired. Yep, so bye bye horsey, see you next time. Alright, so like I said, let's collect this and make our way home. I also went ahead and just accept the Fairy Tale Finder Lifetime Wish, which is basically to adopt a unicorn. Hopefully, the unicorn will appear more frequently in the next few days so I can have Heath, you know, work on the relationship. Oh wait, this thing was 524 simoleons. Alright, I actually want to make some tweaks to our home lot, and that is to invest in our freaking sleeping tent. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and sell this, and let's see. Technically it's not available for purchase unless I go into like the debug buy mode, but you know what, I don't think it's really a cheat, considering that, you know, it's no different than using a custom content of, I don't know, like a special sleeping bag or tent. So we're just gonna invest in the sleeping tent so we can build our energy a little quicker. I think it's like, I don't know, energy 3 compared to the sleeping tent, which is like nothing. And also I am going to invest in a bicycle, which you guys suggested, and honestly I thought this whole time it was against the rules, but moded as hell it is not. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and place this tent. I don't know, is it supposed to be this way? Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and in the meantime, while he builds up his energy, hopefully we can get enough by the afternoon that we can enjoy at least some of the sunlight. Farewell to wasting money on a taxi service. I'm so glad you guys had suggested in the part 1 to invest in a bicycle, because if you guys didn't mention it, I wouldn't have double checked the rules and I would have been just wasting 5 simoleons all the way through. Alright, so anyways, we are making our way to the junkyard. Hopefully we can get some valuables, because I really want to start being able to afford, you know, a roof over our head. It is part 3 and we're somewhat nowhere close to affording a house, but tell me why. On our way from leaving our house, I found a Cosmo valued at 600 freaking simoleons. So we're gonna go ahead and invest in that. I mean, sell, not invest. What am I talking about? Alright, so we're gonna dumpster dive, and I think with that amount we should get a little bit closer to affording our first home. Which would be about time. It's been quite a while. Alright, I don't know if we will get the chance to hit up Tiffany, because I really want to just start earning as much money as possible and see if we can, like I said, afford our house. Alright, so we're gonna salvage these items, see if we can use these as furnitures for our new home, so that's just, you know, less money we have to spend to afford furnishing. Hopefully we'll get lucky, not like this one where we're gonna find bugs and whatnot. Oh, so tell me why Heath's parents are like super bipolar lately. Like the first 2 days they're ripping each other's throats out, and then next thing you know, here they are holding hands on the boardwalk, all lovey-dovey on cloud 9, and then watch later on they're gonna be ripping each other's throats out again. Alright, so this is much better than a freaking bug that we are finding at the moment. Hopefully we can come across something even more valuable, like an electronic perhaps. I mean, that would be freaking awesome if we can find a disposed CD player, radio, or even better yet, a computer. Alright, so this is what we're gonna be doing for the next few hours. Hopefully it's not time wasted, and then we'll head over to the park to use its facilities. So after a lot of hours and a lot of throwing up from the dumpster adventure, tell me why he automatically purchased a 30 freaking simoleon burger from the food truck on his own, and I couldn't stop him in time, but regardless, he well deserved it because that was a lot of trash he went through. But with a great smile, I can say we found some really good valuables. So first off, we found a table, and oh, it's just our family making purchases. We found a bookshelf, and I think oh, the notification went away, but we found a cookie maker, a fortune cookie maker. So I think those are worth a lot. I'm actually gonna have to go home and double check. I'm not too sure, but I think it should be worth a lot. Alright, so hopefully with the 30 simoleon burger, it will hold our hunger for the next, I don't know, 7 to 8 hours. At least I'm praying it will. Alright, so with what little energy we have left, I'm actually gonna see if we can find some wildflowers to pick along the route to back home. So I'm gonna double check, but in the meantime, let me just see how much those items we found are worth. Alright, so 1900. You know what? I'm just gonna sell it before the value depreciates. So we have 3,000 simoleons, and I'm actually gonna sell these little gems and bugs just so we're not carrying it in our family inventory. It's kind of gross if you really think about it. Would you really want to carry bugs in your pocket? Technically it is in his pocket. Alright, so I'm gonna sell all of these guys, and as for the rest, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it in our family inventory. Hopefully these items that we salvaged does not disappear, because from what I'm noticing, that if I don't take it out of my family inventory, either most of the things we salvaged do disappear from our family inventory, so hopefully not. Let me double check. Alright, for now they're still there, but I think we can definitely afford our house now. But I'm gonna see if I can make a little bit more before we officially build our house. So in the meantime, I will go ahead and skip through until tomorrow morning. Good morning. So it is indeed a good morning. If you guys remember, on our way home I was going to find some wildflowers and just see if we can earn a little few extra simoleons, but instead we hit the freaking gold mine. We found a whole bunch of gems. I mean, not all of them are super valuable, but there is two in particular, one worth at 611 and the other at 524. So I actually want to try and get this cut, get the most expensive one, get it cut, see how much it will be worth in the end, and to see if we should start doing that for future gems that we do find. Oh, and let's actually pay our 2 simoleon bill. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell all of these gems before the value do depreciate. I don't know if they do, but if they're anything like, you know, furnitures or whatnot, then I think they will. Alright, Also, I think we are coming close to being able to afford our first home. I just want to do one more just to see if we can get a little bit extra so we're not, you know, left with a zero amount of simoleons. Alright, but today we are definitely going to see if we can find Tiffany along one of our little, you know, money-making routes. Hopefully she'll be at a park. I seem to notice that she does go to the park pretty often, so we're gonna try and visit every park, see if we'll run into her. Along the way, we'll finally do some fishing since, you know, it's been a long time since we made use of our angler trait. I don't think we have went fishing in the last part and a half. I think. I'm not sure. But like I said, hopefully we'll come across some treasure from dumpster diving, and hopefully we'll run into Tiffany along the way. Alright, so far our diving adventure has not been the best, but we did come across a barbecue grill, and I'm hoping that it will be worth a lot along with this outdoor chair. So I was right. All the items that we salvaged the previous night did not stay in our inventory. They actually disappeared, so I'm gonna have to see if they are gonna be worth anything or just leave it out on our home lot. Hopefully no one will steal it, but you never know. Alright, so we're gonna make our way to this last dumpster here by the science facility, since that is where I found some of the valuables yesterday. So hopefully we'll come across another good valuable. Ooh, that is so gross. Alright, and after this, we will be making our way to the park again to make use of this facility. And afterwards, we're going to hit up probably one of these parks over here, because I feel like sometimes that's where Tiffany would show up. And then, of course, we'll be doing a little fishing as well. But let's see if it actually says where she's at. Oh, Tiffany's out at the library. Hopefully we can catch her. If not, then like I said, then we'll see if we can run into her. Alright, so we're not gonna miss out on much, but I want to see how much the barbecue grill is worth. It's not even worth that much. But anyways, we're gonna sell it just to be safe. Alright, and as for these chairs, I'm gonna take it out of the family inventory. Oh, not this one. Probably this one. I think we can still sit on this. And I don't know if we can actually use this to work out, but like I said, I'm gonna put it aside before it disappears because they are pretty valuable. So I think that's all I need to take out. Everything else, or maybe this lounge chair. Okay, we'll take that out. Because these items, I'm pretty sure they will disappear. Alright, so in the meantime, I will pick back up a little later if we do run into Tiffany, if she hasn't left the library, that is.
Forgot that feeling, the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest. Biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed. Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime, soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I, just you and I. Within, running around, are we there yet? Music is not where we all met. Just you and I. Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime, soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I, just
Good morning. It is. If you guys didn't know, last night was the night Heath lost his virginity. He is no longer a Christian boy, and he's been saving himself for the one he truly loves, and so far he is so head over heels for Tiffany. He obviously thinks she is the one. But yesterday I actually gave up looking for Tiffany. We went to the library, but she had left already, so we just hit up any park and did a little fishing, and to our surprise, Tiffany found us. But it was really good for these two to finally catch up and for Heath to explain why he hasn't contacted her lately, because he had no cell phone, and the fact that she's never home when we do want to try and visit. So it was just a really good way for these two to finally, catch up on some old time, and she wanted to check out his plays with hand quotation marks, if you know what I mean. And of course, with two teenagers alone with so much privacy, things are bound to happen. But I shall say that we did the risky woohoo, and if Tiffany does get pregnant, we will be getting a notification. I have enabled the relationship or something story, so if she gets pregnant, we will know. And I guess whenever Heath does have a child is when the single father challenge does come into effect. So for now, we're just gonna have to play the wait game and see if we in fact dodge the bullet, or will we become a father. Alright, so I will be wrapping up this part very shortly. However, I wanted to show you guys the gem that we did cut yesterday and see how much it is, or it will be worth. And also, some of these furniture are completely useless, so we're gonna go ahead and sell and see if we can afford our new house. Alright, so your sim received a shiny emerald cut a moonstone from the gem cutter and a letter from Tiffany. I can't stand it anymore. Every time I see you, all I can think about is our lips pressed together in a passionate kiss. Damn, these two are taking it to town. Alright, and also on another kind of a sad note, Clyde got married to Jody. They had a ceremony, and I think he kind of heard about it, and he is, sad in a way where he couldn't attend his own brother's wedding because he really can't be seen, and it's just something that he has to live with because he is the one who in fact decided to run away from home. So this is one of the consequences of the situation. Alright, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's see how much our gem is worth. Oh, it's only worth about 100, a little more than 100, but not too much. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and sell some of these fishies, and we are going to build our first home because we should finally be able to afford a house. Alright, let's get to building our very first home. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sell these guys because these are actually very useless and we can't even interact with them, and I guess some of our little fishies here ended up on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the side. This could be our lamp that we use for our home. Alright, so we're gonna need to build or buy a double bed. So let's see, 2, 3, 4. I think a 4x4 should be good. And then we're gonna need a bathroom. And let's see, I don't want to make our living room and kitchen like a ridiculous size, so I think this should be good. And let me go ahead and place in some wallpapers. I'm just gonna buy the cheapest one possible, not even gonna look into, color coordinating it because we really can't afford to do so. Alright, let's put some color into our floors. I feel like actually no, that may be a little bit too bright. Alright, let's do this one. And actually all of these are worth, these are all 0 simoleons? Well, in that case, I guess we could play around a little bit. Let's use this one then. And then the bathroom will be a different color. Luckily, it's a free, my favorite word. So we're gonna go ahead and put this, I guess, over here. And then we'll put this one over here as well as this one. Okay. Alright, and now for some windows. Some really, really cheap windows. Or maybe not that cheap. Alright, you know what? Oh, that looks kind of weird, huh? Alright, let me put the bathroom one in. Actually, put on this side. And then as far as okay, you know what? Let's purchase our furniture first before we get carried away with the exterior and the look of the house. Alright, so we're gonna need a double bed because now that he has lost his virginity, him and Tiffany's gonna be quite busy. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't think we're gonna do like a full-on kitchen just yet. We're gonna invest in a small little fridge. I don't know if we can afford a stove. You know what? Let me see. If I were to do this, I'm gonna play around with the prices right now and see if we can afford everything. If we can, then we can actually move on to having a kid. Alright, nothing is matchy-matchy, that's a given. And let's do a dining table. I don't think we found anything, right? You know what, let's just sell this since we actually have a working dining chair. Why put ourselves through that trouble, you know? Alright, luckily we found some furnitures we can use. Definitely not going to afford a television just yet. And now for the bathroom. Alright, so far it seems like we can afford everything. So far. But it's very hard to say. Alright, this thing is 5 simoleons. It is a custom content. I don't know if that's quite fair. So, not 300 though. Oh my god, these are actually pretty expensive. Okay, maybe we have to look into this. Alright, we're gonna try that one. And then let's invest in a toilet. Not invest, but we're gonna get a toilet. Alright, so we're gonna purchase a toilet. There is no sink, however, so let's put a sink in our kitchen. Oh. I think this is perfect. You know what, let's do this. I know it looks really weird at this moment, but we actually have quite a lot of simoleons left over. If that is the case, then you know me, I might go a little crazy and, you know, just start purchasing a lot of stuff that we technically can't afford. Alright, so let's do that. And oh wait, is this chair salvaged? I think it is. Let me double check. Oh no, it works. Nothing wrong with it. Alright. This is taking a little longer than expected. I do apologize for that. However, I am having a lot of fun getting our very first house. Alright, so I guess now we'll move on to the windows. Since we have no windows up in here, so I think we can actually afford something a little expensive. You know what? Let's just use this. Why not? Alright. Oh. Definitely need to invest in a smoke alarm. Because if anything burns down, we're gonna want insurance to cover our losses. Alright, so voila! This is our first home. Really nothing special. I should move the plants, which I will off camera. However, I will be wrapping up this part here. I'll probably change up the wallpaper a little bit off camera as well. And hopefully we can afford our rent. Yeah, that is really, really crucial. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this part, and hopefully he may have dodged a bullet with Tiffany's little risky woohoo, but we shall find out in the next part. So like always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to comment, rate, or subscribe if you haven't already, because you're not going to regret it. And I will catch you guys in my next episode. Bye everyone!